Welcome back, Kaiju fans. In this video, we're going to be talking about Godzilla 2 news, and that is going to be that early test screenings for Godzilla King of the Monsters have been popping up. So this reads, to sum up the majority feedback, it sounds like Godzilla 2 will be a lot more action-packed like Kong Skull Island and less atmospheric and subtle like the 2014 original. Twitter user Jeremy Conrad, who sourced the original claims of the test screenings from yesterday, followed up today, adding that the monster fights are apparently epic, while the plot and character development have taken a back seat. That's great news. The way his tweet was initially worded sounds like the monster fights in Godzilla King of the Monsters are absolutely epic. Human characters are cardboard and story is dumb, but you only care about the epic monster fights, right? Compared to Skull Island and Godzilla 1. That's good. Of course, these are merely opinions based on reiterated, but the knowledge of King of the Monsters focusing on more monsters and their action than Godzilla 2014 is something we've known would happen since 2015, with having 4 or more total monsters in the film, 3 of which requiring proper introductions and backstory. It leaves very little room for human character and plot development. However, following the fairly unanimous reactions to Gareth Edwards' original, it would appear that fans are really more interested in seeing monsters brawl and care less about human characters caught in the mayhem. Keep in mind, assuming the reactions are true, these are very early reactions to a very rough version of Godzilla 2. Over the next year, Michael Dougherty and post-production team will undoubtedly iron out any wrinkles prior to its March 22nd, 2019 release date. So yeah, early test screenings of the film popping up, super rough early version because it's not really gone through much post-processing yet, so CG, everything like that, rough cut, you know, it's a work in progress, but it sounds like the monster part of a monster film is going to be the main focus. Unbelievable, I know. That's just mind-blowing compared to what we've seen in the past from Legendary. So that's awesome. I know a lot of people are going to be excited about actually getting a lot of monster time in this film, and having the human characters caught in the mayhem in the backseat is going to make for a much more interesting and engaging film. The story being built won't be as much, but too much story and too much boring story at that we've seen has not been good in Godzilla films for the past. So, I mean, we are talking about a movie that's fan base is interested in giant monsters fighting each other, and we're finally getting a movie that's mostly focusing on that. So that's unbelievable. I can't wait for that. And then on top of that, something that popped up was there was a alleged leak of the rough CG version of King Ghidorah, and that was blown out of proportion because it is a false leak of a old CG design for a dragon from the film Lucifer that never went anywhere. That was a 10-year project. That was a project 10 years ago, so if you saw anything about that, just know that that was a false leak and not to believe the pictures we've seen, because there are no official CG images of any of the kaiju in their, concept or final forms yet for this film. So keep that in mind moving forward from there in case you see that anywhere, or if you haven't heard about it, then now you did. But that's going to be it for this video. I will catch you all in the next one.